Hey, this is Kevin with Beer 49. Today we're reviewing a Spruce IPA from our good friends from Alaska's southeast, Alaskan Brewing Company. So they have created a nice Spruce Tip IPA for us, which is a new seasonal release of theirs. Hopefully they do it again because more experimentation means more good beers for the craft beer lovers. This is a 7% alcohol IPA, so pushing the boundaries to maybe closer to a double IPA. So we might pick that out in the malt character to it and have a best by date of 4/19/18, so this is probably pretty recently bottled, maybe in the last month, so it's probably going to be very fresh, very important for IPAs. And also we got a lovely bottle art with a snowy owl on there, which is kind of the Alaskan symbol of spring and winter together, so that's really cool. They always have some very nice bottle art. And so in the case of Spruce Tips, they're used in beer and spirits and other beverages because they impart a very raspberry jam-like flavor. They got a very fruity note that's very nice and can go very nicely in a lot of spruce, a lot of ales. So Alaskan Brewing Company, for example, does a winter ale annually, which uses Spruce Tips in kind of a dark, malty beer, which I think is excellent. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do with this. And when they pick these Spruce Tips in the spring, when the buds of the ends of the spruce branches just go out. You only have about a 3-day window to get them, otherwise they start getting really resiny and sprucey and awful, but if you get them fresh, you get that jammy quality that's really good. So we'll see what they do with it here. Also, a fun fact, Spruce Tips were used by the British Navy to fight scurvy, and the Captain Cook vessel explorers, they were rationed a pint of spruce beer a day to that effect as well. So let's find out what we have here. All right, we got, oh yeah. Nice golden orange color. Yeah, a little darker than some IPAs, but right there, almost kind of coppery. Good head retention to it there. Oh, that looks lovely. All right. So now we got that settled out. Very, very, very clear for an IPA. There's barely any haze from dry hopping. Got good head retention, also a good indicator of hop quality. So let's find out what we got. We'll do a drive-by. Good. There's that kind of classic American hop kind of citrusy note, a little bit of fruity notes, maybe a touch jammy. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of kind of a rose hips kind of quality to it, which is something that can become from the Spruce Tips, and a bit of resiness, but not incredibly overpowering. Going in the flavor there, definitely I get that little bit of a raspberry note, and then hop goodness, this resiny. There's definitely some good malt character there. And balance out nicely, and it finishes fairly bitter, but actually for a single IPA, this isn't very aggressive as far as hop bitterness quality goes, and even the hop aroma and the flavor isn't really punchy and assertive. It does seem that the malt is giving a little more room to shine, and I think they're really trying to get those Spruce Tip qualities come out, and I'm really tasting them, that kind of jammy quality to them that I really enjoy. So let's get a moment and give it a little more analysis. Yep, it's got that kind of lovely jammy aroma now, and yeah, it's mostly the American hops. They probably use stuff like Centennial, a little bit of citrus and earthy, piney, resiny goodness there. So, but it's not super aggressive on the aroma. It's fairly mild for an IPA. And then the flavor. Yep, they got good balance from bitterness on the finish, but a little more malt sweetness up front to it that accentuates the Spruce Tips very nicely. So I think it's a pretty darn tasty beer, and this will appeal to people who like hops and Spruce Tips and maybe don't necessarily think that they should go together, but need to be worth being convinced that it's a worthy idea. And also for someone like myself who's not a particularly hoppy beer lover, I can enjoy the hops in here without it being aggressive on the palate, and there's enough malt there to make it pleasant. So the people that are really into IBUs and really aggressive hop flavor and character might be a little disappointed, but I think they give it a chance, they'll enjoy the Spruce Tip added quality to their traditional American IPA. So I'd say this is an excellent beer, and I'm happy to try it. So, Prost.